Knockout Night at the D returns live Friday, November 18th to the downtown Las Vegas Event Center. 7 action-packed fights under the neon lights as Reynaldo Blanco takes on Devin Brock for the NABA USA Lightweight Championship. Plus, Daniel Rosario Cruz goes to war with Norberto Gonzalez. Also on the card are Vegas' own rising stars, Reddy Moreno and Marina Ramirez, and more. Tickets start at $14.99 at Ticketmaster.com and DLBEC.com. Knockout Night at the D.
Welcome to humanity. This is Hour 1.
Whatever it takes, we got to say whatever it takes is what it took.
This is Brock Lesnar, and you're listening to Fight Net Radio.
Yo, hi, this is Sugar Ray Leonard, and you listen to Fight Net Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to listen to Fight Net Radio.
Lee Harvey Oswald, what's your name? How am I supposed to know you?
This is Frank Shamrock. We're listening to Fight Net Radio.
Hi, this is Mia, the Knockout St. John, and you're listening to Fight Net Radio, and there's no way I would ever touch Lee.
This is Chuck Jackson.
I am Stephen Bonner, and you're listening to Fight Net Radio.
Dan Henderson, you're listening to Fight Net Radio.
Everybody, welcome to Fight Net Radio, where Lee's burning every bridge there is out there. All right.
Hi, this is Manny Pacquiao. I'll fight anybody on FightNetRadio.com.
Hi, I'm the king of the world. Hold it. You're not that great. I'm a bad man. I took up the world.
This is a good show for everybody listening. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Fight Net Radio, where I'm doing commercials at the beginning now. This is why I haven't done commercials at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, I don't want commercials if that's where it's going, Lee. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing.
Hey, fuck the veterans and Randy Couture and fuck Roy Jones.
No. Don't say that.
Don't say that?
No.
Oh, okay. Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Welcome to Fight Net Radio. Go to Vegas this weekend, man. There's a lot of boxing. There's MMA. There is all kinds of stuff going on.
It's our Super Bowl. Because anyone that knows the sport, Lee, they know that this is two of the best. Not only we've seen undefeated versus undefeated. That's not hard to get. You can build that. What we have going on Saturday night is a 50-50 fight. Look, you can have an argument.
I legitimately don't think it's 50-50.
Oh,
I think there is a clear favorite in this fight.
Well, there's not. The bookies don't have one.
I agree.
It's like, Lee, there is an argument on both sides that I can't seem to. I don't know which one to fall on. I'm going with Ward. Ward's my guy. You understand?
Yeah, I get that.
But
you're black.
Ward,
deep down, you're black, Andrew.
We all are. We're brown, actually.
No, I'm Native American Indian. I'm gonna go red.
And you're brown,
I'm
then.
Red.
You stop it. Anyways. Where was I going now?
I don't know.
See? Listen to me.
What a dick I am.
I'm telling you.
Did I mention
Andre Ward this last Saturday, right? I'm watching the build-up show. Right. Then HBO puts on two fights. And they show Kovalev Hopkins, which is an absolute dismantling of a legend. Still haven't seen Hopkins ever tested like that before. Kovalev just took it to him. And the fight was actually over in round 1. Bernard didn't want any part of Kovalev after he dropped him early in that fight. And you just see it leave Bernard. He goes into total survival mode, and that almost didn't work. And Hopkins is like the master at surviving, at stretching the fight out. Kovalev does have hand speed. Kovalev has good feet movement. He can get in and out. I seen a lot of resetting. Kovalev, to me, is not a fighter that can go off a counter. He has to dictate the momentum of the fight, and that's what Andre needs to stop. That's what he has to stop Kovalev from doing. When I watched Andre Ward, and
I don't want to interrupt you.
We won't get.
I don't want to interrupt you. Hold on. This is a media alert just sent in.
Uh-oh.
Roy Jones Jr., former two-time world champion, Brian Taquito Vasquez, will be at a private dinner on Thursday night, and I was just invited.
Ah, nice. Well, don't tell everyone. Don't tell them where it's at. You won't be invited again.
No.
Let me tell you.
Just trying to break it up. Look, you are so up the ass of Andre Ward, it's frightening.
No, this is what's scary, though. You know what they showed us on Ward? Him versus Chad Dawson, Lee, in 2012.
Rad bad Chad Dawson. Yeah, I know. And that's what's been floating around the internet because I watch social media. They've been downplaying this a lot, and I don't know why.
4 years ago, man.
I get HBO's money is invested on this, and I'm guessing that HBO is making the clear distinction that they're banking on Kovalev. I get that vibe.
I think they are. Yeah, I think insiders are pointing at Kovalev. I really do. I think you can call this a close fight. You can give all the bullshit reasons I just gave about 5 minutes ago about it being 50-50. They're all true. All of this is true. If you look at what Andre Ward was before his last two fights, which is the Chad Dawson fight 4 years ago, he had everything. The speed, the accuracy, the combinations, the power. He dropped Chad Dawson 3 times on the way to the TKO that night. He did look like the guy that night. But see, he's had 2 comeback fights at the light heavyweight division that were so bad, HBO couldn't show us one of them. That's the sad part about those 2 warm-up fights. Andre didn't look, most of the time in a warm-up fight, you look so good, they might replay it just because of the way your skills looked that night. Yet, for Andre Ward, they took us back 4 years. I don't want to bet on 4 years ago. I want to bet on what I've seen recently.
But recently, he hasn't
looked good.
And I'll say this. It's always been my complaint about Andre Ward. He fights to the level of his competition. He is, in fact, a more skilled version of Floyd Mayweather. He does what Floyd Mayweather could not do because he can close at this level.
Floyd has a little bit more gift, natural ability, maybe. Andre has to be more technical.
I don't know, because
Andre's not as gifted as Floyd was.
Demonstrated power. And again, I go back to the
accuracy.
And I go to the Super 6. Like, it's...
Yeah, but now we're talking 6-7 years. We can't.
No, you can't.
You can't go back to that anymore.
And I can't go to Chad Dawson either. That's not fair either.
I know.
And
that's what I was upset about,
I can't talk
Lee.
about this shit that's gone on at Oracle Arena, which have basically been tune-up fights until they figured out somebody that was brave enough to fight Ward. Look, there are 2 fighters in this division that have been avoided for the better part of a year. That is Kovalev and that is Ward. Somehow they magically made this fight. I don't know how. My guess is because Rock Nation doesn't really care too much about putting their... Like, there's nothing rational about making this fight.
He's making $5 million.
If I'm a boxing promoter, right? Why would I make this fight? I'm risking my talent.
HBO does need a face, Lee. I've been saying this
Kovalev
for
is not that
a good
face.
amount
It's
of
actually
time.
Andre Ward.
Oh, I know, but he's a great start for Ward, who, in my eyes, Ward sort of missed the boat because he took that long layoff. Now, I don't know if it was because of a shoulder injury or if it really was the Guzin court case he was doing, but it seems like if it was the court case, that was a blessing from God in itself because his shoulder wasn't right, and it still might not be after even coming back from surgery. So I sort of think, because Andre probably should have fought Triple G. He should have fought Lucian Bute. There's a few fights that Andre probably missed because of inactivity. That Triple G fight wasn't ready. It wasn't as big as it was supposed to be because really everyone had lost touch of Ward. He had stood out so long, and they were trying to lowball him because Triple G is just going. He's a bulldozer, Lee. You know, this guy's getting numbers everywhere. They weren't going to give Andre Ward anything when he hasn't done anything for 2 years. So they lowballed him. Now you can say that's Triple G's fault, or you could say the fight just wasn't right. And I think the timing wasn't right. This one, I call that not being right. Financially, I don't think the timing's right. Every other aspect of this fight must take place on Saturday, except for the fact that Andre really hasn't built himself on HBO as one of their leaders yet. I would say diehards know them, not HBO viewers, and that's a bad thing. Those are the guys we need. Those HBO viewers, a lot of casual fans that subscribe to HBO and follow just HBO fighters. I hear that all the time. Just like now, for the people that don't have HBO, they can follow the PBC and Danny Garcia.
How did you segue into
Right?
Danny Garcia?
I'm just saying that's the PBC. That is what they're trying to get. HBO has followers. PBC
I get
does.
that, but there's literally no I honestly cannot think of a fight of this scale where you've got two legit guys, two legit primes, two.
I know. It's been a long time.
These are legitimate, arguably greatest of all times in their division. These guys are that menacing. They are that fantastic. They are that big. They're in you're talking Hearns Hagler?
And then you can just
how
go
far do you
as
have
far
to go?
as
Do you really have to go say this is a Hearns Hagler?
I was gonna say Tito versus Oscar.
No,
seriously,
because Tito was never.
Oh, come on.
Never this skill level. Never was he at this skill level.
All right. Well, he had a big fan base. You're right, but I'm sure they did good at the
legit,
odds.
Both of these guys are legit technical fighters. They are legit power punchers. They are.
And they bring the best of what they
fight
do
to the level of the guy they're fighting with. And here's the big key that doesn't work for Oscar or Tito. Both of these guys are actually counterpunchers, in my opinion. They both work off the jab. They're always looking for their opponent to throw so that they can counter. That is the way they fight.
I got to disagree a little. I'm telling you, I think Kovalev isn't, but we'll see on Saturday. But I will say they bring the best of what they do, Lee. Andre, counterpuncher, boxer, relies more on accuracy and going the rounds, 12 rounds, winning on points. He knows how to do this. He's done it. He knows how to stretch a fight, knows how to hold on the inside, get rough if he has to. He's the best at that. Kovalev, when you want pressure, when you got right hands, when you want a guy that will go to work, he's not trying to win on points, he's trying to knock your head off. Kovalev brings it.
He's literally going to rape him in the ring.
This is the best of both worlds.
It is. There's no question.
Andre has to stay on his feet. Andre has to throw a lot of jabs. Andre cannot let Kovalev dictate the fight. And then when I think of Kovalev, I'm like, damn, Kovalev just has to be Kovalev. He doesn't really have to do anything else. You go in there and you go to work. You go in there, you try to pin him on the ropes, and you keep throwing blows. And if you watch Sergey, this is all this kid does, or this man does. Yeah. He just has to be Sergey. It's really Ward who has to bring like this ultimate game plan. He has to bring his A game to win this one. They have him the favorite. It's like plus 125 to like minus.
Up in front of me. And
all right, thank you.
I'll do something from Vegas with the last minute odds because I think there will be a shift in the betting.
It's really close right now. This is the closest we've ever seen.
I don't know how you lay off Kovalev. Like, I legitimately... Sergey started at plus 135. Westgate's got him at plus 125 right now. Plus 125 is awesome. Like, that's what you're looking for from a betting standpoint. The station casinos have him at a plus 120. Mirage is plus 115, and the win is plus 120. So if I can get him at a plus 120, okay, $1.25 for every buck put in, right? That's a deal. That is
it's a great investment if you think it's coming back. Come on now, what investment gives you that in a matter of 3 hours?
Fight with Sergey Kovalev. Only one fight. What he did to Bernard Hopkins, he's not getting the level of respect he deserves.
Matter of fact, I think I'm almost going to guarantee that whole line is going to change.
You think the money's going to shift to Kovalev?
Yes, because his gamblers are going to bring some serious money with those odds. Where I think Ward, I don't know if he has serious gamblers on him yet. He would have been in Vegas.
You're talking
10
Rock
years
Nation. You're talking the whole Thug Life rolling in on
Yeah,
Vegas.
but I haven't seen it. That hasn't helped him yet. I'll tell you that. And I haven't seen Jay-Z do anything with Andre to even pump him up for this
So you don't think it's
fight.
going to have that urban vibe that, say, Mayweather fight had?